All right, so welcome to Dating Chronicles.
Yes.
So, as y'all may remember
Hmm.
from the intro, Dating Chronicles is really how we got to the waiting room.
That's right.
So, this is a segment that we'll have periodically where we'll share some of our own personal dating experiences and what
Oh,
we've been through.
yeah. Yeah.
But we want to definitely highlight some red flags
Yes.
and
Red flags are huge, and we should be aware of those.
child.
Hmm.
So here's a couple that we've written down. This ain't all the ones we experienced, but this is a couple we've
Yeah.
written down.
These are some important ones.
Yes, does not respect your time. That's
Hmm.
a no.
Hmm.
And I even go to say want all of your time.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's a red
That's
flag.
yeah.
That's a
Okay.
red flag.
Yeah.
We all grown. Now, if you 18, 19, 20, and you listening to this, maybe you
Hmm.
have a lot more time and y'all can be in each other's face like that.
Hmm.
But we grown. We
Hmm.
real grown.
Yeah.
And we had lives and families and jobs
Hmm.
and all the things
Yeah.
before we met these people.
This is true.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a balancing act, and I think it's important
Yes.
that each person respects when other
Yes.
person has other things that they want or need to do, like hanging out with friends.
Friends.
You know what bothers me?
What?
When you have relationships with people and then they get married and then you don't ever hear from them again. Listen, I know that I'm just being honest. I do recognize
Go
that.
back to them pockets I was talking about
Yes.
earlier.
I do recognize that, and again, I know I'm not married, and so I'm careful what I say about marriage and
Mm-hmm.
married people. But I do know in my own life that I've had friends to get married, and the relationship changed. I'm not saying that it shouldn't. So again, don't come for me. I know that it's gonna change.
Yeah.
I just think that again, it goes back to intentionality and effort.
And effort, yeah.
People have to put effort into continuing the friendship just as much as you put into your relationship. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that again, I need all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But if the relationship is worth it, your friendship is worth it, then that person needs to work
Yeah,
on that
and I
and
think
make space
make
for
space for
your
it.
friends.
It's loss of individuality. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
And that's what it boils down to. Yes, it will change,
Mm-hmm.
but you are still an individual. You
Mm-hmm.
are still a woman
That's right.
outside of being a wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen that happen so many times. And what I've seen happen so often is,
Mm-hmm.
they get married, they have kids, the kids become their life. They even stop putting in effort in the marriage.
That's so
Kids
true.
go to school, then folks getting divorced
Because
because they lost their individuality.
they did, and they don't know each other anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is so true. That is so true. But I just wanted to plug that in
Yeah.
when we're talking about respecting of the time, because again,
Yes.
you still need to be able to maintain your friendships and your family
Yes.
relationships, even though you're in here and you're pursuing a relationship.
It's a delicate balance, but it's a
is.
balance that you can do. You just have to
Absolutely.
be intentional about it.
Absolutely.
So
Communicate.
it's you need to spend time with them, put the effort in with them, but you need to also not leave out the people that you have relationships with.
Yeah, I actually had to have this conversation today
Mm.
about time and how I felt about being given the time that I need to further getting to know a person. So I had to have this conversation today. It's important to let a person know if you don't feel like they're making space for you.
Communication, expectations, and being intentional about it.
Right. And if they are who you say or think they are, they will rise to the occasion and they will take what you say. I love rise to the occasion. And they will take what you say to heart and they will pivot and they will make the change.
Right. If they value you.
If they value you and if they value what you're building, what you're trying to build and what you're trying to do. But if they don't, then this is another red flag, because then at that point they're not respecting what you have to say.
Yep.
Your feelings and what you're saying that you need them to do for you, they're not respecting that, and that means that maybe they aren't the person for you.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay. Using disrespectful language.
Oh yeah.
And that, not just on you, towards you, anybody.
Yeah.
Talking negative to the wait staff.
Oh, I don't like that.
Any form
I don't like
of
that.
It.
I don't.
That's red flag.
I try. Because I used to serve tables. I think you did too. We both have been servers.
Long time.
Yeah, and so I tend to be overly nice just because I know how hard it can be. I won't say overly nice. I think I'm just a nice person in general, but I tend to be nice because I know how hard it is, and I know how hard you have to work. Grace, thank you. how hard you have to work for the money and the attitudes you have to deal with, and the people who come in there having a bad day and want to make you have a bad day because they having a bad day. So I tend to be nice and just show some grace. But I don't like when men are mean to them.
Oh no.
And I don't like the condescending talk, and I don't like that at all. That goes back to character. That's a character problem.
That is absolutely.
Yeah.
Lack of relationship with others. 9 times 10, these close together, because if they don't know how to talk to folks, they can't keep relationships. I don't miss my daddy folks. I don't miss my mama folks. I'll be by myself. I'm just alone. I'm a lone wolf. Baby, you alone for a reason. It ain't just because you don't want to be. It's something going on with you.
Yeah, that is.
And granted, I was a person that didn't have a lot of friends and was alone, but that was me going through my own self-image, depression, anxiety, all those things that I had to come out of. And now, anybody that know me now, Pam will tell you think I'm just a whole social I'm not that person.
Hey, that's where the aunties came from.
That's where the aunties
came from. You saying, hey, there needs to be a space for people to come to collect and make friends as adults. Like sometimes I hear people say, I don't know how to make friends anymore. And so the aunties was born from that. It is.
We have so much fun.
We do.
So, but it's a reason. It's a reason for that. This is one of my top pet peeves: sexual talk or any type of sexual advances early on in the dating space. And I mean, even in the taking space.
How many times this has happened to me? I ain't gonna lie. I was starting to wonder something wrong with me. No, for real. Like I was like, God, why do I keep attracting?
I mean, you just sexy.
Okay.
We can't help we sexy now. Okay. But that don't mean they're supposed to be acting a fool because we sexy.
Like seriously, I thought something was wrong with me because I'm like, why do I keep running into this type of man? Okay. Story time. Story time. And I think I mentioned this on the intro, but I'm just going to delve into it again here for those who didn't watch the intro. Go back and watch it. All right. I had met someone online. Won't get into dating online in this particular segment, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I met this guy online. We had gone on a first date. We were just meeting in person because we had not met each other in person before. We talked on the phone, that type of thing. And so we are out in wasn't a restaurant, it was a bar, so it was kind of dimly lit, and I want to say they had a live band or something going on that night. Either way, we were there, we were having conversation across the table, and this Negro had the audacity. I'm gonna use your word and my word. The unmitigated gall to send me a picture of his penis across the table. We're having a general conversation. We're not talking about penises. And this man sends me a pic across the table.
I don't understand this. And I'm like, was he intentionally sending it to you? Was he meaning to send it to somebody else, which is still egregious because he's talking to you across the table? But is he planning for later? It's so many things. Who asked for that?
He wholeheartedly meant to send it to me. He did. He meant to send it to me. And sir, if you're watching this video, shame on you.
If he's watching this video, he should be shamed. But like and subscribe.
Anyway, please. But yeah, that happened, and it. I don't know why. And then another situation where I was on a FaceTime with a guy who lived in another state, and he begins pleasuring himself on the FaceTime in our conversation with each other.
Yeah, I've had.
Again, we're not talking about sex.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've had both of those. No, I hadn't. Not them sending it in my presence, but I have gotten them unsolicited.
And I've gotten them unsolicited too, but that just was the weirdest one that happened.
We were sending voice texts back and forth, and I could tell he was doing that during the voice text. And then on a video call recently, they decided to show me their appendages that I did not ask to see. Very unimpressive appendage at that. But this wasn't part of the conversation at all.
Shots fired.
So that's That's a lack of respect in itself.
Men, those of you who are watching, will you please drop us in the comments and tell us why people do this? I want to know. I really want to figure it out. So for our male viewers, I want to know.
Yeah.
Come on, Joe. Will you please put it in the comments, because I really want to understand why men do this.
Please, if somebody training y'all on this, we here to tell you we don't want them.
You don't want them. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
Yeah, no, not at all.
At all.
Wanting to know where you at all the time. If they want to share locations with you, that's a problem, because that's on the side of control.
Okay, let me. I don't want to use the word devil's advocate. I don't really like that to say it that way. But let me ask you this: is it because it's too soon?
I would say depend. If we're seriously dating, I'm talking about we seriously dating, and we like marriage talk, that may be okay.
Yeah,
but if it's like, who you going with? Where you going? You was with them the other day.
I think I more or less specifically meant the location sharing that location. Kind of thing. Yeah.
I had a recent situation. Well, let's talk about it.
Let's do it. We out here.
And I think this is an insecurity, and sometimes it can be an insecurity because of things that they're doing, but I think this was an insecurity because of things that has happened to him. Yeah. And so it was a trust issue.
Yeah.
And so
was he not believing you where you were telling him where you were going? No, I think
it was because something that happened to him in the past.
Okay, got it.
And so and it's one thing I kind of went against my own boundary with this. And I went ahead and shared my location with him, and I will say he never like popped up anywhere, anything like that, because he admittedly would say, like, if we go out and you with your friends and I with my friends, he said, I'm going to leave, because if anybody approach you, I feel like something going off, I'm gonna have to tear the place up. Don't do that. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that. But I was like, whatever. So, but I will say I did share my location. He actually forgot, and I think it was more the fact that I actually shared the location with him, that he was like, oh, like she for real, because I was like, I don't really have nothing to hide. Again, we didn't live in the same city. We live in the same state. We didn't live in the same city. Yeah. So I think it's a level of comfortability, but if it's too early on and it comes with like accusations or who you with, it's always that questioning. I'm concerned about that because it can border along control.
Yeah, it can. I think I've shared my location like once, but not like indefinitely. I think I shared it for a night. It was like a window of time, and I don't even
if
really.
It's a safety concern.
Yeah, I don't remember all the details as to why I did it, but it was just for a period of time. It definitely wasn't like I'm always showing you where I'm at kind of
Only
thing.
people got my location like that is my parents, and when I say my parents, I include my brother. That is my other daddy. He had, like, that's it.
And since we're talking about location sharing, I just figured I'd plug this in right here. I share my location when I'm going on the first date. Especially if it's somebody that I've not met before.
Hold on, let me scoot this way.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I will share my location, and I let them know I'm sharing my location, so they know, hey, somebody, 2 or 3 people know where I'm at.
Let me tell you.
So if I don't show back up,
if you're going out on a date with me, and you desire to go out on a date with me, please understand this. There is someone that works in law enforcement that will know where I am, will know who you are, will know my driver's plate, your driver's plate, the kind of car you drive. If I ever show up missing, you will too. But we have to be that safe.
Absolutely.
We have to be that safe.
I completely agree.
So, I mean, sharing location, I think it is, you just have to be mindful of that.
And I think it's just something that should happen later on.
We talking about like straight out the gate, they want to be all in your face. They go back to always wanting your time. Always being in your face, all those things. And that I think that goes into this last one, which is love bombing.
Oh God. This recently happened to me. I don't think I've ever been love bombed before. At my big age. I had never been love bombed. But this recently happened to me. And sadly, I didn't realize I was love bombed until it was over.
I didn't either. It happened to me a couple years ago. I didn't either.
I had no. When I tell y'all, this man was calling 3 and 5 times a day, and always how pretty you are and how smart you are, and you're this and you're that. And don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not da 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 da. And don't ever talk about yourself like that. All of these things, right? Like just gassing me up,
Hype
like
me up.
hype me
Hype
up.
me up.
Hype me up, like seriously. And I was like, oh my, like this is different, like because I ain't never been one that needed a
you
whole.
Watching, I was rooting for you.
I hope he's not watching.
I hope
I'm gonna talk about him, but right,
because you're wrong.
But like I had never been one of those people that had to have that kind of stuff. Like, I think the nature of what we do, we don't really need validation all the time. I think we just do what we do. And so I don't need to be told I'm pretty all the time. I don't need to be told that I'm smarter, I'm this or I'm that. But just because we
don't need to don't mean we don't like to hear it.
Message. But I'm just saying I didn't need it. But when it happened, I was like, oh,
this is different.
I like it here.
Okay, I like that.
I like it here.
Come on, soft girl era.
Right. Until we get to the demise of it all. And you disappear. I was ghosted. Like it actually happened at my big age. Was ghosted.
They still do.
Somebody who I'd been dating for a couple of months. And then you just disappear out of thin air. And I ain't never heard from you since, which is just fine with me. But my point is, I didn't know that I had a love bomb.
Don't call, don't text, no email, don't send no smoke signal or a pigeon.
Don't send a pigeon. I don't need it. But I'm saying I didn't know that had happened until it had happened. That's crazy.
I'm sorry. I really wish I kept that video so I can insert it here that said, if you can't treat my friend right, give her back. Leave her alone.
That part.
I'm sorry, I just got mad.
In your spirit. It got flared up. It did. It came up.
It did.
Tell us about your love bombing situation.
Girl, that man knew I love flowers. He showed up on the first day with flowers. When you gonna let me take you out? You gonna take me to lunch? You gonna take me to brunch? Whatever. Tell me what your schedule. Drove up to see me.
Did.
Took me out.
And you want to talk about rooting for somebody? If you're watching, I was rooting for you too.
Prayed over the breakfast. Held my hand.
You love a man that pray
when it's real. Child. I said, on your way, I like so-and-so. Can you swing by? My favorite drink is a Seagram ginger ale. Showed up with packages on top of packages.
Should we insert the pictures in the video?
I mean, all the things. And then the mask started to fall off.
Mask off.
Mask was off. Mask started to fall off, and he could not keep up this persona. And so very disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Very disappointing.
It really was. And I really was rooting for him, like for real. I was team him. I ain't gonna say his name because he'll not talking about him, but I was team him. I really was.
He probably know who it is.
He know. He definitely know.
But it was like. And to the ultimate, like last time, I think that was the last time we went out. I think I seen the real version of him when we went out, and some things happened, and he showed himself, and I was just like, how about who is this woman? I felt like, was it Tamia? There's a stranger in
yes, that's Tamia. Yeah.
Hey, I was like, who is this person? Like, it took me a while to recover from that because I seen something in him that I was just like, whoa. And I'm sure he didn't expect me to see that, but it was a lot. But I was just like, how in the world did this happen, and why? And it was just, I feel like unnecessary.
Oh yeah, so, definitely.
But what I will say is, and I don't feel like I give too much initially in the aspect of like, I'm not gonna give you a list of what I like in a man, but I feel like because he was a full grown man, he knew how to court a woman.
Absolutely.
And so he was very intentional in giving the time and all those things, but he could not keep up the pace.
Yeah.
And I know the love was truly there. The intention was truly there. but he was not ready for the caliber of woman that I was, that I am, because of the type of women he used to date.
That's true. That's true. So, I had a point.
It's all right though. Those are the red flags we've experienced. Yes. And if you see some of them, just be mindful. Yeah. Okay, don't try to color them, pink or peach or mauve or something like that.
Nothing.
Like that. I ain't saying, oh, you want to know my location? Just kick them to the curb. But you need to ask some questions. You need to try to figure out why he don't mess with his folks like that. Yeah. Why his relationships aren't like that. Now, when it comes to the disrespectful language and the sexual innuendos and all that, child, you can throw them away immediately.
Because some stuff you can work through with a person. Right. Like, it's just about being patient with the person. If they come to the table with enough stuff that you're like, okay, I can be patient with him because he's a good person. He brings a lot of great qualities to the table. He does a lot of things and says a lot of things that I like for a person to do, and that he doesn't know that I like for a person to do. So
love is intent. Love is the choice and being intentional, and not just this fleeting feel.
Right. So I think it's fine to be patient with a person when they show all of that promise and such, but it's but there are some things that you just have to draw a line in the sand and you just can't work with. And I think that just the overly sexual nature, conversation, and tone of things, you're not going to be able to work with that, because then they're going to be pushing your boundaries all the time.
They're going to push you back. They don't have discipline.
No.
And that's a fruit of the spirit.
It is.
So if they can't control themselves in a few weeks, days, hours, minutes,
right, hours. The date didn't last but a couple of hours. You couldn't have kept that date.
The video call on an hour. That's a lack of discipline. That ain't the person for you.
No, it's not.
But listen, we're gonna be giving y'all some more of the Dating Chronicles, just some examples, things that we've experienced and we've learned from, and hopefully you guys can learn from them. We also want you guys to talk back to us.
Share your chronicles with us. We're gonna share our email. Put the chronicles in there. Tell us what you've experienced. That's right. We will highlight it here. We will talk about it.
And listen, we want to have another segment that's going to come in from your questions. So if you have something specific you want us to address, we're going to address them in a different segment.
Absolutely.
Whether it's you want it addressed in Dating Chronicle or something separately.
Absolutely.
But again, hey, like, subscribe, follow,
and
please
share.
Please share. Because we are trying to get this information out to the masses. And the algorithm is only going to do it if they see that this is something that y'all want to hear.
That's right.
And even if it's something that doesn't apply to you, it may apply to a friend.
That's right.
Share it with them. Make sure somebody that needs it gets it. Yep. And again, it's not about liking us as people or individual. It is about kingdom business. We out here doing kingdom work.
That's right.
So we thank each and every one of y'all that has supported us and continues to support us.
Thank you so much.
So follow us, and that's all today for the Dating Chronicles.
Dating Chronicles. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye, y'all.